Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Car Question. We're still riding the Toyota Prius Prime and now it's going to be about specification and road handling. But hey, if you missed the interior and exterior review, feel free to go check in the description. We have a playlist just for you and you're going to be able to catch up. So right now the Prius Prime has a gas engine, two electrical engine, and it can be plugged in also. Let's start with the gas engine. First of all, you've got a 1.8 liter four-cylinder engine inline in this one. It's the OHC 16 valves, but it's also got the Atkinson cycle for the better efficiency possible. So it's going to be good for 95 horsepower at 5,200 RPM, and the torque is going to be rated at 105 at 3,600 RPM. So it's not impressive number when you check that, but remember, this is kind of a compact car. Also, you're going to be able to use regular fuel in this one, no need for premium. So you've got two electrical engine, and when you combine all those power, you're going to be able to get 121 horsepower. So it's a little bit better for acceleration, but still not impressive on numbers though, when you know that electrical engine can be so powerful. Still, you've got two permanent magnet synchronous AC motors. These are going to drive also the front wheels. They're going to be used for regeneration during braking, and the maximum voltage is going to be DC 600 volt with those ones. The battery grew since the last version of the Prius plug-in, so it's a 8.8 kilowatt hours battery, and it's made of lithium-ion for the battery pack. Also, you've got the transmission, which is a good old CVT. You don't get any choice of another transmission. Don't think about a manual, because it's the most fuel efficient possible that you would get with the CVT inside this one. You've got different drive mode also for the Prius Prime. So you've got different buttons right here that you can select, and the first mode is going to be EV mode. So it's pure electric power. It's going to be also selected by default when you start the car, and if you have some power in the battery left for your pure EV mode. It's going to be also quite impressive to see that you can floor it and it will stay in EV mode. Usually back with the older version also, you could floor it, but you can hear the gas engine that was starting and wanted to help the electric configuration that we had. But right now, pure EV when you're going to be riding the Prius Prime. You've got a hybrid mode also that you can select, which is going to keep the engine running in case you want to save battery range for later. And the last mode will be EV Auto. This mode will automatically switches the powertrain between electric and gas electric operation, depending on the power demands by the driver. So I don't know, you decide, but usually I start with electric and then I switch to hybrid. There's no really need for an auto mode. You've got a cool feature also, which is going to be there to help you, which is the drive coach. So it's going to map in some kind of way the road that you're going to be doing. You're going to see also on the GPS some green dot appearing, and the car will learn the road that you're driving on, and it will also suggest you the perfect accelerator pedal position with the blue line telling you that, hey, if you respect that, you will have the best car for your eco driving. So more fuel in the tank for you and more electrical power or more kilometers over time. So it's going to be a better range also for you. This kind of mode is cool to help you really learn how to drive a hybrid vehicle, because you need to work with the accelerator, you need to work with constant speed, but also with regenerative braking that's going to give you some power inside your car. You've got also three different reaction modes, as I could call it. You've got the famous drive mode button that you can choose right here, and it's going to switch between eco. So eco, the car is dead. You accelerate, it's really soft. You will have a normal mode, and you will have also a sports mode. Expect really some reaction from the gas engine if you choose this mode. Let's talk about autonomy, because autonomy is everything for a hybrid car. Right now, when you check the specification, you will get 40 kilometers pure EV mode. Maximum speed is going to be 135 kilometers per hour. Did we get near those numbers? Yes, but sometime when you charge your car, you will see 33, 36 kilometers left. Remember that if you drive this car in the city, that's where you will gain some from regenerative braking. But still, if you go mainly on highway, you will see that autonomy goes down really quickly. Combined, so we took the numbers from the States and converted them, the car is going to be good for 1,030 kilometers. So that's an impressive numbers. So right now during our week, it was kind of hard to really see the maximum autonomy of the car, because we put some power every time that we were stopped. So I don't know how many kilometers we're going to be able to do at the end. But still now with 700 kilometers, we didn't need to refuel, only pure electric power. And we were really impressed with the fuel consumption, but we're going to talk about that later. So the charging time, it's a small battery, so it's not going to take too long. 5.5 hours when you're going to be plugging a regular outlet that you can find anywhere with the charger that you have in the back, 110, 120 volt. If you go for those 240 volt charging station that you see out there, you're going to be good to wait 2 hours, 10 minutes for a full charge of the car. But remember, you have the gas, so I don't know, charge at home, charge at work. You don't need to wait with this hybrid car, and that's the beautiful thing. Let's talk about the road handling. This car is based on the new platform of Toyota. They call it the new global architecture platform. It was introduced on the 4th generation of the Prius in 2016. It results in a stiffer chassis, lower center of gravity. And by the way, talking about lower, be careful. This vehicle is not high from the ground. When you open the door, if there's a big piece of sidewalk out there, be careful to not hurt your door. It's going to be the same thing also if you go underground, you know, those parking, you've got some hills. And when you go outside, you've got a big angle. Well, be careful because I've rubbed a little bit the under of the car. So be careful, guys. So you've got a better handling, low center of gravity. You will also have more feelings with the vehicle, and you're going to be able to have a better outward vision also, and a more sporty design. That's according to your taste. What do you think about the design of this car? So it's a more agile car that you're going to feel. It's going to be a better sensation when you're going to be behind the wheels, more precise, more agility, and a better feeling. So before, there was one motor driving the wheels, while the other handled the ratio changing duties in the CVT. So as soon as you ask for more power, you could hear the engine that was just helping all the electrical components to get the jobs done. But now they've allowed the two engines to work together by pulling both wheels. So as soon as you will accelerate, you won't feel that sudden rush of the gas engine to come and help the electrical features in there. So acceleration, they're not bad. Remember that they're not fast. It's an EV car. So in EV mode, okay. In hybrid mode, still okay for the class of the car right now. You won't slow down traffic just like you probably did with the older version of the Prius. But you really need to change the driving mode into sports if you want to change the reaction of this car. If you're stuck in eco mode, you will see it's better for you that you are in traffic right now. So acceleration, okay, but not that good. While you're going to be braking, usually in EV car, in plug-in car, in hybrid car, you did get that feeling, strange feeling, artificial feeling when you're going to be braking for the regenerative force to get some more power in the battery. Right now, it's natural, just like the good old braking feature. If you want more braking apply or more brake force, you can switch the transmission into B mode right here. You will have more regenerative force. But it's not like the competition right now. Usually with the competition, when you release the brake, you really feel that the car will be stopping you. But right now with the Prius, it's really, really soft. So if you need more, use the brake. So the disc in front are going to be 10.0 inches. In the rear, they're going to be solid discs, but they're going to be integrated with the regenerative braking and start safety system of Toyota, and they're 10.2 inches. The direction, really good. One of the best out there since a long time for the Prius. Even if you got that electric power steering, which is power assisted, rack and pinion, with the new structure, with the new direction that the Prius is taking, when you're going to do your maneuvers, that's kind of okay for a car of this kind. Suspension, well, they made some tweakings to it. Sometime when you're going to be at higher speed, if there's some bump out there, you will feel some wave feeling in some kind of way. But really, it's stable and it's comfortable. You've got also a big sidewall when you check the tire. And right now we were with winter tires also. So I expect the road handling will be even better with a good lowering resistance tire. So in the front, you've got an independent McPherson strut suspension with stabilizer bar. But in the rear, a little bit different. Double wishbone with the stabilizer bar. General comfort, I love the seat, I love the position that I have. Little bit of visibility in the rear though, but all the commands are easy at reach. You've got comfort in front, comfort in the rear, also for your passenger. Well, the two other passengers that can't sit in the rear because it's only 4 place. But still, they really made some improvement to that car, and I'm kind of impressed on how well it handled. Let's talk about security. Toyota Safety Sense package. The P package is going to be there. It's going to include the pre-collision system, lane departure alert, automatic I-beam, and a dynamic radar cruise control. And you can adjust the sensibility also of those nice features. Some feature that I really like right now with the Prius is the park assist system with intelligence clearance sonar. That thing is kind of cool because you can see when you're too close to a car on the side. You will also have a complete protection in your parking maneuvers. Let's say that you move back and you're going too fast or didn't see an object, the car will brake for you, and it's going to reduce those nasty crash that I don't want. That's going to hurt the bumper. So right now you've got also with the package that we have in the car, you've got blind spot monitors, you've got rear cross traffic alert, and you've got also a unique conception of carbon fiber hatchback out there. It's made at Toyota Motomachi plant in Japan, where the carbon fiber Lexus LFA supercar came together. Impressive? Not really. Cool to know? Yeah, maybe. It's going to be able also to save around 8 pounds for the hatchback section. But once again, it's going to give that chassis what it needs to be more stiff, more resistant, and give you a better feeling once again when you're going to be behind the wheels. So also you're going to find 8 airbags total in the car. So Toyota is really making a statement about security in every car that they build, because you will find the Toyota Safety Sense also in a lot of their cars. But finding all that technology in a Prius right now, that's kind of cool. Let's talk about fuel consumption and pure battery autonomy that we did with the car right now. So when we check the number, the specification, in Canada, they said 1.8 liter per 100 kilometers. Wow. In the US, when you do the conversion, it's a little bit lower, 1.77 liter per 100 kilometers. In hybrid mode, we needed to make the conversion because right now the specifications were not really available everywhere, but still 4.28 into town and 4.44 liter per 100 on the highway. So these are impressive numbers. So what about our real test that we did in real life? Autonomy of the battery was really impressive. So we did more than 36 kilometers, and the computer said there was still 5 kilometers left of pure electric power battery. So that's around 41K. Remember, winter tire, and also remember the cold temperature out there. So I'm impressed right now with the numbers, but you're still gonna have to do those numbers in the city and not on the highway, because that's where you're gonna use your regenerative force in the city. So let's talk about fuel economy. We were not able to get to the 1,030 kilometers that they announced us because we were always plugging the car between the day that we had. But still, when I checked the numbers, we were able to do 2.0 liters per 100. That's impressive at more than 700 kilometers on the display. So we kind of broke that nice fuel consumption test because we did some performance maneuver with the car, we did some acceleration and wanted to drive like crazy. So it went up at 3 liters per 100. Impressive number? Still, yes. Wow. So you've got 43 liters back in the rear that you can fill up this car. Toyota put everything in the Prius Prime. That's no wonder you've got that nice name attached to it. But still, I would love to see a little bit more performance out of this one. Is it enough for you? That's the question that I'm asking you. Is it enough also for the autonomy of the pure electric mode when we say that we have about 40 kilometers of pure electric power in this car? That's what I want to know from you guys. Feel free to comment that in the section down there below. Don't forget to do a thumbs up and also subscribe to Car Question because we will have more video for you. Take care.